So, King is one of the more popular characters online, and as a result, there have been numerous anti-King guides that have gone live since Tekken 8 has released. So, my goal today is to kind of help you mix up your throw game, making these guides less effective against you as a player. So, we're going to go to controller setup, and we'll go to check button input. This is 1, which is going to be square or X, depending on which game system you use. 2, which is going to be Y or triangle. 3, which is going to be A or X. And 4, which is going to be B or circle. So when I call out inputs, the numbers, those are what buttons I'm talking about. So in this guide, I believe there are 6 throws that King players, especially King players that are starting out, should pretty much focus on using. First one is going to be giant swing. So for those who are wondering how to do giant swing, forward, half circle forward, 1. That's what it looks like. It all starts with this throw. 10 frames come out. A awkward input, but it's a very key input that you're going to be using with King. It's a 1 break, but it looks like a 1+2 break. The next 3 throws I'm going to mention are 1+2 breaks. This is the throw. This is the main throw mix-up for King. So the next throw I'm gonna do is Shining Wizard. This is probably his second most popular throw. So for this one, the input is gonna be kind of challenging, but you're gonna tap forward 3 times. Now you can dash and hit forward, or you can tap forward and then dash, make it a little bit easier to do. And that's what it looks like when you do it. Runs up, puts a knee. If you're at a distance and you start running, get it wrong. That's what it looks like. Ideally, you want to be able to do this throw as close to your opponent as possible to make it less likely that they're going to know that it's going to be this throw. Now, experienced players are going to know what the throw breaks are going to be for those first 2 throws, because they more than likely have seen those throws a lot. Those are King's most likely throws. Next, we have Muscle Buster, which is going to be quarter circle back, 1+2. Sometimes I mess this up, but I got it this time. Once again, 1+2 break leaves King in back turn, which makes for interesting Oki options. Another important thing is that throw will break the floor. It didn't break the floor on this stage because it's a hard floor break, which means you need 2 floor break moves in order to break the floor. But you did see the color of the floor change, which indicated that, you know, it's more likely to be broken. The last 1+2 throw I'm going to cover is going to be the last one I'm going to cover is going to be Executioner Drop, up forward 1+2. This is a generic 1+2 break throw. All characters have an up forward 1+2 throw they can use. This is Executioner Drop is a great mix-up for Giant Swing when you're near a wall. Giant Swing throws a character behind him, so if there's a wall, he's going to throw the character into the wall. Most people, if you grab them and there's a wall to your back, they're going to expect you to go for Giant Swing. Does a ton of damage, throws them to the wall. Most people don't want to be over there, so they're going to go to a 1 break. But you can, and then hold back, and you'll throw them into the wall. So it's a really good mix-up if you have a wall to your back. Next 2 throws are going to be 2 break throws. Tijuana Twister and Tombstone. Tijuana Twister first. Forward, half circle forward, and then 2. same input as giant swing, leaves them pretty much on the ground right next to king, sets them up for decent OP options. Then you have tombstone, which is down back, neutral forward, or you can do quarter circle back and then press forward. That's what it looks like. So this throw is also a floor breaking throw as well. For me, once you get to higher levels, 2 break throws with king are usually not going to be the move. And they're not going to be the move largely because most people will have better throw breaks, and they'll pretty much understand anytime his arms don't look like they're coming at you evenly, just smash 2. In the beginning levels, people probably don't have great throw breaks, so it's going to be easier for you to get away with those throws. So you can pretty much make them guess between 1, 2, and 1+2. As you get further on, you're probably going to be doing either a 1 break throw or 1+2 throw. Something that's new to Tekken 8 in terms of how throws work is that they can counter hit moves and have a shorter break window, and then against armor moves, they're pretty much guaranteed. So when you see that flash, that means the throw is guaranteed. That wasn't guaranteed. I did it slow. Did it too slow. There we go. Guaranteed. Okay. So if your opponent's doing like a rage art or something, or an armored keep out move and you block it, if it's more than -12, you can pretty much just throw. Giant swing is a 10 frame throw startup, so that might be your most likely option. The only reason why I don't necessarily recommend giant swing is your opponent can reduce the damage by tech rolling as they hit the ground. So tombstone, tier 1 or twister, something along those lines might actually be the better option. So if your opponent is doing a lot of armor moves and you catch them with that, I personally would recommend the 2 break throws. In fact, a lot of times if they're jabbing, they're going to be hitting 1 anyways. So yeah, if you can fit throws in between your opponent who's mashing, go for the 2 break throws. That's where I kind of feel like their place is. Unless your opponent just doesn't have very good throw breaks, then you can just go ahead and do your mix up of a 1, 2, or 1+2 throw. I'll probably do another video for King's crouch dash throws later on. But this is my, I guess, part 2 of my King guide. These are the 6 throws I think that you should be using. Just told you what the breaks are, told you some of the benefits of using them, and also when I would look to use them. So that's going to be the end of my guide. If you like this guide, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. I'm still learning how to edit videos, and I'm hoping to get better at it.